Welcome back to the Bazaar. I'm Inko, and I've got to say, I've never been happier with Pearl than I was in this run. I have so many runs where I go to Pearl and I'm intending to use it as an economy event. So many runs where I go to Pearl and I'm like, all right, after 10 gold of rolls, I have to be ready to bail and take something for money. So often, I think one of the biggest mistakes players make is going to Pearl with the intent of rolling down and not being willing to take it as an economy event. But today, finally, maybe for one of the first times in the entire time I've been playing this game, Pearl gave me an absolutely crazy item, and it became the centerpiece for this build. This build was sort of just fated to be. It was never really in my control what we were going to be playing. We start with the poison skill, and we find an icy Waterwheel at Pearl. The question's just, how do you take it to 10 wins specifically? How do you optimize the build? And I hope you'll find that journey as interesting as I do, because there's a lot of little decisions to be made throughout the journey. And I think I actually made quite a few mistakes. I'm interested in hearing in the comments what people think I did wrong here. But it's definitely one of the more fundamentally strong sets of items and skills I've been offered in a run, and I really enjoyed playing it. I hope you'll enjoy watching it. Here's the run. Another day, another gold starting skill on Vanessa, and another miss on augmented weaponry, right? Do you want arms dealer, or do you want one of the two snakes spinning on it? Well, I'm gonna be honest, arms dealer sounds crazy. Leftmost and rightmost are different, I should think about it. I can't think of anything that actually functions as a meaningful difference between these two skills. If it were like left and right-handed, then honing steel placement could affect things. For like adjacency, reloading could affect it. But for poison specifically, like yeah, you might want a pufferfish adjacent to a jellyfish, but you can do the same thing on either side of the board. It works out symmetrically. I'm gonna go final dose. I like the one on the left. Wait, what? Rightmost. I realized it as I was saying it because the phrase final dose makes it obvious. The final, last, right side, end. I thought the side the snake was on was the poison buff side. It turns out the side the cloud of poison is on. My bad. Anyway, it doesn't matter, like I was saying. The only hit at middle is pufferfish. I'm gonna take regen here instead.
Get solid. That's right.
Oh, I wish I could beat Viper, but I cannot. Banana Bowl for Ductate isn't that good. I'm gonna go Pyro for a better chance at 2 gold. With 9 poison, I already know I'm going full board aquatic from the moment the run starts, so I just want to maximize my chance of getting 2 gold. Although I suppose because Fiery's here, my average value is 1.5. That's still better than 1.33 on Banana Bowl. But there is the 0 gold result here, which sort of sucks. 2 gold's pretty substantial though, because it means I can roll on Nautica with 6 left. So I think having the 50% chance of that's really valuable. Like maybe just maximizing the chance of 2 gold and ignoring averages is the thing to do here. I'm really overthinking this day 1 fight selection is what I'm getting at. I feel like final dose is the sort of thing that sends you to an easy 10 win, provided the game is willing to ever give you a shipwreck. That sucks. That is, it's arguably not worse than the fiery skill. A haste item can be a pufferfish or a catfish. Damn. All right, JJ, you're my only hope. Come on, poison item.
A customer.
Can I take fishing rod, pop snappers, and roll? Well, the pop snappers suck anyway, so who cares?
Happy to make a sale. Sad to say goodbye.
Yeah, fuck me for hoping to get a poison item on my poison item start, I guess.
So,
Take that, take this. Go lose day 1, I guess.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies. My fight isn't with you, but if you...
He went income start, I'm done. There is a 0% chance of me winning this, unfortunately. I don't know what he needs to have for me to win, but like a fast scaling item, even as bad as Bronze Shark Claws with the Silver Bayonet, it's just too much damage. 5 regen won't make up the difference. Burn doesn't scale at all here. I run out of ammo. I would have needed the craziest crit RNG in the world to win this. Yep, that's about how the fight's supposed to look. I'm down 100 health as Sandstorm gets here. Well, we can still easily go 10 wins. We just need to actually find any item with poison tomorrow. What was the store that was against the haste item selection I made? I've already forgotten. It's a good sign that I'm playing bad, that I instantly lost that information. I can get an item upgrade. I've already got a fishing rod. Middle only has one hit. I'm gonna upgrade the fishing rod.
Ooh, the keener the blade.
Now this is really bad because I'm not setting myself up to actually win the PvE fight right now. And I have to roll that, so I have no money. And I have to take Immolating Spark. And things are looking progressively worse and worse. I guess I do this. It's just not good. That's the problem. God, do I go Kina here? I have to. Alright, we get the chum upgrade. It generates a little bit of money. Sell that piranha. No way to take those. We have to roll. Holy shit, it's a catfish. We're alive. We're in it to win it, boys. Get out, Shrimp. I know Shrimp is theoretically the better card, but I hate the Shrimp on a deep and personal level. I can sell Illusoray Piranha and pick up Silencer, which is making the Zorkin a little bit better. I think that sounds crazy, so I'm not going to do it. We have the catfish now, getting double hasted. We should easily beat Rogue Scrapper. Okay, that last possible second catfish saves the run a little bit. Because previously we were gonna have to not fight Rogue Scrapper, and that's a huge penalty. Part of the normal advantage to killing Rogue Scrapper on day 2 is that you can get to level 3. But I have not found a bonus experience event that I can take yet, so I currently don't get to level 3 even though I'm winning. And then on top of that, I have nothing to put on my board. So I've got pretty specific criteria about what I need to find for leveling up to even be possible, let alone good. I mean, the Junkyard Club's not terrible. You can just slap that on the board. I can't use the Illusoray because I'd rather be hasting the lighter. It's such a bad amount of haste. I guess I can. Is Illusoray plus Piranha better? Not really. I'm probably going Junkyard Club right now. That's fine. I think I'm going to take 4 gold over going to JJ. I just have no money. I can't even roll the shop. And we do get to level up, thankfully. With our starting skill in the catfish, I actually think we're well poised to win the fight. Even though our board is a just kind of bizarre pile of shit right now. I'm actually willing to commit and just say this is a catfish run right now. Sell that wing immediately. Catfish is a card I feel very comfortable winning with. I don't actually think I need a pufferfish to win with poison with the new sets. That is a lot of cards. Where's the Toxic Fang's not your enchant? Fiery Silencer, Toxic Fang, Honing Steel. That probably just kills me faster than I kill him. The rest of his board's a little bit terrible, but poison's just not that strong mechanically. I'm pretty sure he kills me first, but oh, wait, no, I win, I think. Not even close. +9 poison's just so strong in the first couple of days. If I had found the catfish day 1, we'd be 2-0 right now. And once we get this board to actually be, you know, decent instead of what it currently is, we'll be in a much better spot. +2 poison on catfish is actually not that valuable. I don't think it's worth 5 gold because this guy's gonna scale to the moon. That's just the nature of catfish. Narwhal, huh? Really glad I bought that. I don't know, it is a friend, right? No, there's no way to do the adjacency with Illusoray without giving up this haste on my catfish from the rod. I'm still going JJ. I just genuinely don't think 2 poison's that big of a deal. This is poison scaling. Is it good? No. At bronze? Not at all. I don't have Ambergris or Cove. I need something to fill up my item slots, but it like needs to go over here. I need like 4 more item slots. So I'm gonna buy the Life Preserver even though it's at bronze.
Come back for a refund.
I don't really see how Crow's Nest is gonna work here. I will take a bronze Ambergris. It's very hard for that not to pay for itself. And 200 health is already better than the clubs. And I am locked into not going weapon, so we'll just leave that one weapon build on the table. Extract is obviously good. Mountain Pass is obviously better. Hey, it's Rogue Scrapper again. I suspect this fight will go much the same as the last one. Hopefully we get Rust. I'll mention this little tirade again. Rust is one of the best monster skills in the game if you can get it early, because then you can start taking skills around it, and you can potentially open up some very gross chains of skills, where Rust starts combat by slowing, then you get Creeping Chill for start of combat freeze because it triggers off the slow, and then you get Invigorating Rush, which is when you freeze haste items, and then you get Quick Freeze, which is when you haste freeze. Like, you can just cascade a bunch of skills off the start of combat with Rust. It's very, very strong. As an aquatic build, most likely it's less important for me because I'm very willing to run Clamra, but it is very, very good. I don't think I need to sell that yet. I'm going to hold that looking for a pearl. And I think we just kill Scout Trooper, no problem. Like, we have 600 health and 5 regen. How could we lose? As a poison build. I don't think we proliferate burn at all. I really haven't been watching for it. But I'm just assuming that 4 burn literally never proliferates no matter what. Even with full haste uptime, it might go up by 1. And it's nowhere near full haste uptime. Man, I really need to get this guy upgraded. The scaling's just awful. Across the entire fight, he managed to gain, I think it's 5.
You probably ain't even got 9.
Also, we didn't even need the life preserver, so that's good. Uzi is wholly irrelevant to me. Don't really care about that. Upgrade a bronze tier idol. I know I need to upgrade the catfish, but my chance of winning is far more affected by upgrading life preserver. I'm going to assume I can find the catfish. It's also cheaper to upgrade the catfish. Oh, that's interesting, Colts. Right now, we're back to this. Colt can sell depth charge, with, you know, with these 2 skills just wins the run. Well, not the run, but the mid game. I've got 600 health on the life preserver. I'm willing to go to Colt and roll for depth charge. Would I prefer pop snappers right now? Well, if I spend that, I'm down a little bit on gold. I can still get the depth charge after all. I just have to sell like 1 thing. It's notably better because it's more haste on the Zorkid, more burn, like enough to actually proliferate. I can get an Illusory and it doesn't do anything. I guess I run the Uzi and it's all bad. I'm going to take the pop snappers just because this is so bad. And I guess I'm going to take the dive weights. Take that out, put these in. Is there any positioning that matters for it? I want this between 2 aquatic items, which I can accomplish like this. I want the lighter to keep the burn buff. Okay. No depth charge, which would have been crazy for day 3 with these skills, but good enough. Small and medium items, depth charge, catfish, Zorkid even. I can also just take a Cinder. I'm pretty broke. I like taking the Cinder because I'm pretty broke. I'm probably not going to be keeping this lighter, but for the time being, this lighter is improving the build. And I feel very, very strong for day 3. That is a huge catfish. I have the cheat death. I have regen. I have enough burn that it should proliferate, even though I run out of burn towards the middle. Not even towards the middle, 9 seconds in. Oh, 12 seconds in, I forgot about the bonk. This guy did what for his start? He doesn't have an enchanted item, or a skill, or 3 income. I have to assume he has a golden ambergris in his bank. That's the only thing that makes sense. Anyway, he's very dead. I really need to get more ammo in these dive weights and more haste duration. Base 3 ammo silver dive weights, just not very good. But once you have like 5 ammo gold dive weights, they're kind of insane. Very good to have them early and start investing in them. Hey, we upgraded the catfish. Don't really feel like I need a second one. I'm going to toss him now. And we're going to roll that. We're not doing weapons. We got the Clamra, we got the Weather Glass. Do we want the Weather Glass? I mean, I can get it up to 3x immediately. I'll sell the Junkyard Club, it buffs the Zorkid. For the time being, Weather Glass improves the build. We don't care about running Fishing Rod if we're going to be using this as our source of poison. We want it to take the burn and the poison. We need the Clamra in. Frankly, Chum's not very important if we're currently playing with the angle of just killing with weather glass, which is what we're doing. That looks incredibly strong. 7 burn, 11 poison, 4x multicast on day 4 with cheat death. I don't see much killing that. I don't think we're weak to any PvE encounter. We have an upgrade here that's probably going to be Zorkid. The haste there is greatly appreciated.
Take pride in our restorations.
And I can also move Zorkid over to actually scale the catfish instead of its current positioning, which is best described as abject garbage, and I just kind of like having my burn items next to each other. That one doesn't matter. We beat Flame Juggler. We have a cheat death. So I can push experience here, and I like pushing experience just in general. The alternative is going here for energy potion, but I already have a haste item that wants that, right? Like, I don't need the energy potion to get ammo scaling haste that just goes to the moon. If I'm wrong about beating this, by the way, I'm gonna be so embarrassed, but I just, surely the way it works is I have cheat death so I survive. Okay, I do. I killed him way before it would matter, but it looks like 26 burn doesn't quite deal 427 damage anyway. Would I rather a magma core? No.
Empty chest, waiting to be filled.
Flanking, crits, stunning strikes, poisonous opener. All bad, unfortunately. I think that's just a roll. I hate it though. When you use a weapon, it gains 3 damage. When you win a fight, gain gold. Both absolutely horrible. I can use Hotspot so that I get a lot more burn triggers for the Zorkid. I can't flip this to have the weather glass hotspotting, unfortunately, because that would take the poison off of the weather glass, which is clearly wrong. But it's still the best I've got, and good enough that I'm willing to take it. Now, once again, do I want to go to Cult and look for... No, I'm broke. Well, am I really broke though, or am I just choosing not to sell things? 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. I'll go ahead and say that I can sell that as well. 12, 15. I mean, even that, 17. Got 18 gold. I can go for a depth charge if I wanted one. It's also an upgrade on dive weights, an upgrade on pop snappers. All right, fine. That's all complete trash. Going to sell silver items first, because I'd like bronze items to stop appearing for as much of the run as possible. Wow, absolutely useless. I wish I'd taken a center.
Watch yourself.
Artisan Tunes is awkward here, because I'd have to liquidate money to buff up specifically the weather glass, and then I'm just committed to weather glassing then. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot going for the weather glass, but I don't think we have enough to really justify doing this. And going to Andy can upgrade everything I'm doing, including getting Yeti Crab to make weather glass better. I'm gonna toss that and take the roll. Yeah. One of the last days I can get bronze seaweed and half my build's not even aquatic is not the way. All right, this guy's at 2 wins, just like me.
I'm a bit of a legend.
Feel very confident though. He only lost day 1, which is the RNG day, so I might be fucked. It's a trap build? No, it's a lighthouse build on day 4? With the what slow? It's just base 6.3 second lighthouse? That can't be it. I'll admit, it's just hitting surprisingly hard. But he still dies before me while I have cheat death up, so I mean... Also, silver knee brace makes me so jealous. That man's got such an interesting run set up. Just anytime I see silver knee brace, I feel like I'm going to win the run. Yeah, our whole build is non-weapon stuff. We go Kina every time. Hey there, pufferfish. If I'm ever transitioning out of weather glass, I probably won't you. I mean, honestly, even right now, with the dive weights and the Zorkid, it's probably faster than catfish. This is about to fall off, but it's not quite there yet. Oh wait, you're bugged. You're being sold for bronze values. Well, I don't have to think about it then. I'm just gonna buy that.
But I'm glad you bought this.
I'm also gonna sell this scrap. Wait, no, I'm not. I'm about to buy a pearl. What on earth am I saying? I pissed up a strip, by the way. One of the worst things you can hit. Going to put this on the pearl, even though I'm not running it yet. I'd want that for down the line. and I'm going to roll. That's very good. I don't think I want the... Oh, wait, I do want the cannonball. So I need 2 more gold. Well, luckily, I can make that happen. Because I want to move this over or disconnect, one of the two. Not quite clear what I wanted. All right, we're back. What was I doing? I was setting it up so that I could use this with a cannonball, I believe. And I wanted to buy the dock weights as well. And also I want the star chart. That's a lot of gold. 2 of these are aquatic items. I want to sell the ambergris in the middle. To do that, I have to sell the chum. That's fine. If I sell the chum, I buy this upgrade. I pick up the star chart. And now I sadly release the ambergris. And I get the cannonball, which is a lot more burn, a lot more haste. Lighter is almost assuredly out. I just have no reason to sell it just yet. I think that's actually enough for this to be better at this point. Just the additional haste here probably sends the pufferfish to the moon. I'm super broke. I'm going to take an aquatic item. It's a good chance at upgrades. Yeah, it's worth 4 gold. I can't be mad at that. Trash Town Mirror is the most gold here. There's nothing really major at these other 2. And of some importance is the possibility that if I hit specifically augmented defenses and fish up pearls, I know I'm living in Disneyland right now, but bear with me. If I dig up some more pearls, augmented defenses can send this build to the moon, and it's already doing quite well, so this is a pretty major hit, a 1 in 7 for frankly unreasonable amounts of defenses in 5 days or so.
If you're so tough, let's hear your foreign policy plan.
Oh, you would give me dog skill, wouldn't you? I'm gonna take dog skill. Like, it's not helping my build really at all right now. 2 gold or a silver loot item. I think that's gotta be silver loot though. It's not helping my build at all right now. However, it's just so strong that you take it in case you hit even obsidian. I have no bronze items like here to upgrade. The feather is very nice though. Haste item is again able to upgrade several things on my board. Curio is not that valuable. One of the big reasons to go to Curio would be to find a truffle to hold. I think that's actually a good enough reason.
Well, howdy, hero.
Oh, I should have sold this. I'm gonna sell it now so I can get on the second page. I don't want to block that out. Rocket boots are very good.
That's been sitting there 20 years.
So is makeshift barricade. I want this on the dive weights. Makeshift barricade only has 1 target. I roll here. Hey, we get the truffles. That's very good. Now the question is, where does this insect wing go? Truffles get held until level 10, so that when I get random enchant, I can put them on the truffles, see what it is, and then decide where to place the enchant with information. The wing is just good. I think it's most likely I win this by playing a pufferfish build, in which case I just want to use the wing on the pufferfish. Right now, it's probably better on the weather glass, but I'm not going to commit to that. Do I want to buy the scrap for the pearl? It's like, what, 4 shield, 3 shield? It's not worth the gold. It's not even on my board right now. We have a slow item versus middle. I have no money, and I'm not buying gumball, so I guess I'm taking the slow item. I got 1 whole gold out of the deal, sick. Kind of hoping for like a silver lighthouse and a lot of actual money, but I suppose I'll take nothing. Every small item I sell is 1 more damage on this orchid. It could theoretically matter. I'm not gonna get Barcoon probably, so I'll take the very, very tiny chance of improving my win rate by buffing Sorkin 2 damage. Bunch of weapon skills, not actually that many weapons though. Treb on an aquatic build. Okay, this man's dead. That doesn't work. He is up 400 health on me. I have to assume a knee brace was involved in that. But there's just so much haste and so much damage coming out of my build as a result. 155 poison almost immediately on day 5 is kind of wild. Also 71 burn there as well. Not nothing. Man, I wish this were a diamond victory with the catfish. It breaks my heart a little to get opening poison and no poison on day 1. But oh well. The reason to go Orion here is because I want dock lines. To run that, I'd probably have to drop Clamra Catfish, but at the same time, they're so good that I don't really care. I don't have a ton of gold. Jellyfish is solid. Is it just better than catfish right now?
Sails down, anchors
Just
up.
speed up pufferfish more?
Just waiting for your command.
It kind of feels like it's just part of a different build that doesn't quite overlap with this one. I knew this would always happen with the weather glass, where someday I'm gonna be like, okay, I gotta drop the weather glass. I was hoping that would be when I found a shipwreck. And speaking of, shipwreck costing all of my money is the main reason I don't want to go to Orion. I'm really just going there for dock lines, which I just float right now. They're not even clearly good. Middle's not bad. I've got multiple medium items like hereabouts. But at the same time, I can just get 5% max health and 5 regen, and it's a lot. Like on day 6, that's still relevant. The upgrades here are just minor amounts of additional damage for all my gold.
Good food feeds body.
I can also take 10 shield on this pearl. That sounds a little bit crazy to me. I'm gonna take the 50 health and 5 regen. Upgrade a silver or lower tier item. Again, not super important for the type of build I'm playing. Like the one item of importance that I have already at gold. Everything else, like the Zorkid's a little bit better at gold. Not tremendously, but a little bit. With the charging from the weather glass, I think it is just barely worth upgrading the Zorkid here over taking a silver tier skill. Maybe I'm being silly, maybe it's not worth.
Now this will inspire the crew.
You know, if I get an obsidian enchant with an augmented weaponry that's big enough, I could use weather glass to charge my weapon essentially. I've never seen Zorkid beat down, but presumably it can work if you get like specifically dog skill. I need a silencer though. We'll check back on that idea down the line. For now, let's go bully the Enclave Weeper. This is a fight that does not deserve its gold tier status. They don't do anything. Obviously, the best hit here is Vial of Blood for extra experience. Second best is Extract for extra poison. The rest is just sparing degrees of gold. Hopefully we don't get exposing toxins. Hopefully we hit big gold or something that's actually good. Build's actually fast. It looks like the Zorkid's full haste up time on both of its adjacent targets, which is giving dive weights the ability to target everything else much more effectively. Yeah, that's good gold. I'm happy with that. That is decidedly not a miss. I'm happy with 8 gold. I'm very happy with 8 gold. JJ, shipwreck, come on. Shit, I can't say no. Like, I'm not gonna use a guaranteed value upgrade on it, but I will absolutely just buy it because it's good. I will not be buying any of that, though. It's been a while since I felt like Harpoon was a good card. Oh, hey, we have the ability to go there. Nice. We'll gladly go docks. Gonna toss these, make room, see what's coming. It is a bronze Vanessa at 2 wins. Again, having a hard time imagining that I'm going to lose this one. Going into day 7, people who are losing get a lot scarier though, because going into day 7, they start getting their death enchants for being on their loss streak. White Vanessa, not actually a ton of damage. I think I out damage and win. The 10 regen's nice. I'm not seeing any crazy scaling, so I just crush them, right? Yeah, 500 health left when they go down. Also, I'm scaling up monstrously. I'm a damage over time build. They just don't really scale at all. They have a silver switchblade. Wait. They have a heavy bayonet and a shit. Hell yeah. That's the scaling you needed. It's gotta be poison skills, right? Like, I can't say no to Professor Wriggle here. When you poison your weapons, gain 5 damage for the fight. So like, obviously, you take initial dose, and eventually, it's crazy. I can already see the world where I have initial dose at silver and final dose at gold. I have a 25 poison pufferfish next to Captain's Wheel on a shipwreck board, and I go to the moon. But, what if we use Toxic, and we beat him to death with Zorkid? It's so obviously awful. I can't believe I'm entertaining the idea. Like, when you poison, the Zorkid gains 5 more damage. Okay, so you're telling me the upside of dealing 48 poison is that I hit for 20 more? I think it might have been the 48 poison that was the good part of that. Let's stop looking at Zorkid beatdown now. The idea has been revisited and deemed awful. I will happily work the docks every single day of the run. If I could work the docks for 4 consecutive hours, I would. We fished up a piranha, which is to say 2 gold. I'm going mountain pass, sea fight, click fight, don't overthink it. Sure, we crushed that. The question for me is, what is the best hit here? Probably 40 gold, maybe 30% shield at half health. I haven't fished up any pearls, so while turtle shell can do disgusting things with pearls, that won't be happening for me. Clamra upgrade's fine. I block this, I block that. My odds of getting good gold or turtle still pretty good, but I'm probably not getting anything crazy here. This is the first fight I've actually gotten to see just like how much damage output I really have. The answer's a lot, by the way.
Was that even a battle?
Only 12 gold. That's nowhere near 40. Well, second verse, same as the first, I suppose. Let's push experience. We won't be level 10 on day 7 unless we get insanely lucky. I can't really imagine what 2 hours should give where we level up there, having already gotten Mountain Pass for the day. But that's clearly and easily gonna be level 10 on day 8, which is the threshold you wanna aim for. Might even be level 11 on day 8, depending on the remaining hours. I really wish I had found some more gunpowder to put on this thing. It's good, but just like nowhere near full board Eternal Haste, which is what I want it to be.
It's over already.
Oh.
We barely got our flags.
What's the upgrade? It didn't show, because it just sells for gold. I'm just gonna sell this in case it upgrades from like 12 to 16. I don't know how that item works. Going to sell it again and hopefully get gunpowder. Yeah, it's still good. I'm gonna put it on the pufferfish. I think if anything's gonna be relying on poison at the end of the run, it's gonna be that. The difference in weatherglass right now seems marginal, and weatherglass is the one that gets dropped, I imagine. Middle can sell depth charge. Right now, depth charge is just straight up better than pufferfish. And catfish. It's like not even particularly close. And pop snappers. Like I would just drop these two and put in the depth charge. Non-weapon items not great. I have 69 gold. Let's go to middle. Hey, figurehead. I kind of forgot the biggest hit she could possibly give me. The issue with figurehead, obviously, is it doesn't affect half of my build. So, stash space is getting awkward there. I can't really imagine trying to hold the tripwire here. It just seems wrong. Tox clocks can give me the figurehead upgrade, give me the catfish upgrade, and give me the clamra upgrade, and give me the dive weights upgrade. That's a lot of good. But Pearl's dig site is insane. So I'm gonna go to Pearl's dig site. Not for those items though. Just take the cannonball upgrade. I was actually thinking a little while ago, like, you know, maybe upgrading the cannonball to gold over Zorkid for another use of haste on this. It makes me stronger right now. But it's not a ton of gold. And it's not It's not run winning, he said, as he rolls onto icy Waterwheel. Yeah, you know, that one might be run winning. That one might be pretty fucking good. Okay, figure it out. How do we do that? I mean, it doesn't even care about aquatic items. It just cares about other items. And it's a freeze item for weatherglass. So, like, it's these three, right? We drop pop snappers because we don't care that much. We stay at the same amount total. We drop cannonball. I'm gonna keep the dive weights of the lot. I mean, I have to sell it immediately anyway because it's gonna go into the fight and overwrite whatever I fish up. The catfish is gonna scale really effectively because of the water wheel. So yeah, it's just these three. That is insane.
Hey,
thanks, Pearl. I knew there was a reason I came here. Let me sort out the board. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's just that. Oh, I have leftmost and rightmost poison now. Rightmost is the bigger one. I want it here. And then I want it like this, I think. So that my haste is going on the catfish and the weatherglass. The weatherglass doesn't really matter. I think this is just, what's the word? Fucking crazy? Is that the word? And I sell the dive weights, because if you're running an icy water wheel, you don't drop the water wheel. That's just Bazaar 101, so I don't really need other sources of haste. I've never gotten to be this guy before. I've only ever been on the other side of Icy Waterwheel wondering why my entire fucking board was frozen. And I've got like a really fucked up weather glass build on top of it.
Boring.
Pig's Gem. Baguette Ladle probably. This would be scarier if his board weren't getting chain frozen, but unfortunately for him, I don't think his board's gonna be doing too hot. Oh, the way I've done it, I've really hurt the poison on my weather glass. I need the catfish on the others. Maybe the catfish just needs to go. Anyway, the freeze isn't even that bad. Like, our board's not that fast. I kind of want the Zorkid next to this.
Chasing you.
I mean, that's not bad. I want this to haste. So I want the Zorkid here, which means I actually want like the Zorkid over here. This should be full haste uptime if I'm hasting the Icy Waterwheel. I think this is the way the board should have been. Anyway, I think we crushed that guy. Did we win? Yeah, we won. His Ladle managed to deal 316 damage over 2 usage, which means the gem did do a lot of work. Not nearly enough, apparently. Anyway, we're cooking. We are absolutely going straight to the moon, winning on day 11, very nearly guaranteed. Pick up the extract. If I find, what is it? If I find shipwreck, how do I make that work? Well, it's called killing the weather glass. That's pretty simple. And we would absolutely do it to get multicast on freeze. Now, what else do I need to do right now? Do I get anything on the medkits? No. So we go Curio because anything that makes pufferfish faster is good. I mean, I've already got the truffles. I don't care. I've got what I need from Curio. I can drop this for 2 more aquatic items, move this over, have the jellyfish generate a ton of haste to speed up the pufferfish. It's not bad. I'll try this out in the PvE fight. I think the weather glass is still almost certainly better. And we'll go to Curio just because feathers and wings are good.
Just a matter of finding it.
Hey, speak of the devil.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Do I even want to spend 4 gold rolling? Well, I have literally unlimited money, so it feels like there's not a good reason not to, you know? Yeah, fine. It's honestly, I've got so much money that I'm going to buy the chocolate and the coconut. Like, yeah, it's 4 gold for 20 health. It's a terrible rate. Look at my money. No reason to buy second truffles. May as well buy the scrap. I'm stupidly wealthy. Let's be on our way. Wandering Shoal. I mean, I want the experience. Rock doesn't matter. And I want to, Windy Slow, charge 1 item 1 second. If I get like heavy pufferfish, it's crazy. Anything else, it won't matter too much. Oh, I don't burn for the Zorkid anymore though. Yeah, that's obviously much, much worse then. Yeah, it's not even close. This is so much worse, it's actually kind of hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, I forgot the Zorkid cared about the haste. So that just, we're not even full haste uptime on our board like this because the Zorkid's not hasting. Our aquatics aren't that fast.
Waste of gunpowder.
No, stop. You don't need to give me that. No, stop. You don't need to give me this. Oh God, it's completely illegal. Why hold a truffle for random when you can just enchant your 25 poison pufferfish? Now, admittedly, it might be better to enchant my 18 poison weather glass. It's hard for me to say, really. When this goes off, it's gonna haste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. The Zorkid's gonna go off every time this goes off, basically, and haste 1, 2 items. I'm gonna say that every 3.3 seconds, the Zorkid's gonna get charged by the weather glass and the Waterwheel's gonna get charged by the weather glass because they're all gonna be hasted all the time, which is 6 charges every 3 seconds, which is 12 seconds on the pufferfish. That is so far from competing with weather glass, it's not even funny. Like, if this went off twice every time weather glass went off, it would still be behind, and it's not even close to doing that. Please don't try to sell me a shipwreck. I don't want to deal with it right now. Yeah, I would love to trigger this more. Normally I'm like, wow, 1 second off the cooldown, who cares? I have full haste uptime. It's a freeze item. Let's fucking go. Build seems a little bit not okay, you know? So now we can go find a different monster and see how the build's supposed to perform when you don't grief and forget that Zorkid doesn't just go off instantly on its own. Now, admittedly, we have startup time. We have no defenses other than the freeze. And until the weather glass goes off, which is just straight up wait 6.6 seconds, we aren't going off nonstop. But then we have full haste up time forever and they instantly die. So we did nothing for 6.6 seconds, and then at the end of 10 seconds, they were dead. We obviously put every extract on the toxic item from now until the end of time. Now, the interesting question for me after watching that was, is there any argument for figurehead? Like, a lot of our items aren't really doing that much, right? I can do this, and if I do that, then the cooldown on Icy Waterwheel drops from 9 to 7. It's like 9.6 or something down to 7.3 on pufferfish. And the pufferfish is probably coming out about equal because I'm not getting the haste on the catfish or the clamora. But the faster water wheel triggers, no, I'm more resistant to poison if I do it this way. Not poison, slow and freeze. If it affected the toxic weather glass, it wouldn't be a discussion, but because it's not aquatic, it's not really right for me. All right, totally lost my train of thought with the disconnect. We should be good against the 3-win Vanessa.
You should know, I'm a bit of a legend.
Heavy firepower, shield bass, crow's nest, flagship, not obsidian for once. Looks like he started with heavy firepower or shield bash by the looks of things. Anyway, that hurt like hell. I might lose. Oh, the freeze went on the flagship? Well, he only has 2 items.
Bravery
Oh.
strength is
Okay.
a sword.
I can't help but notice it's a diamond flagship on day 8. The problem here is, of course, that he has shield bash and very few items. So I just, like, as soon as it unfroze, it hit me again. Rip. I'm kind of surprised that... Oh, he probably just found the diamond flagship or something. I was like, damn, diamond flagship, super expensive. That's probably like all his money. I feel like he's been missing pieces of that until just now. Maybe the shield bash. Any defenses and I win, unfortunately. Slow skills, I have start of combat slow. Am I willing to roll for that? I don't know. Vanessa has barnacle encrusted, which is so insane.
Let the tide washed in.
Not a ton of run left for his silver inexorable, to be honest. And at silver on Oceanic Rush, I'm not willing to take that either, unfortunately. So I guess I can just get 3 separate ammo skills and go fuck myself. Cool.
I've got a bottle waiting for me.
A lot of hits there that were not found. What did we fish up? Another pearl. That is quite good. I mean, I don't feel like I'm about to drop the toxic weather glass over a second pearl, though. Which puts me in a pretty awkward spot, to be honest. I don't know. Am I going to do that? Like, I couldn't rely on finding a second win, but... That's very fast, isn't it? Like, you'd think it would be very fast. But the pearls are not really going to be going off that quickly, to be honest. There's not going to be a ton of haste going out. I don't haste the water wheel anymore. It just feels like it doesn't quite do enough. I think jellyfish never hits my board. I think that's true. And I think that's the cut I make. Oh, I can probably just sell the, what's it called? The star chart at this point. It's unlikely that's going to matter. I think we're past docks. It either ends when you get to day 9 or after day 9. I always forget which. 220 health versus 5% health. 5% health would be less, but with some regen. I'll take the flat health. We already know we beat Roaming Isle. Oh wait, that's a different fish monster. When you heal, charge a shield. Not particularly useful. In fact, none of this is. I do filter down a little bit. I can't get the catfish, but that's kind of it. Having just sold my jellyfish, I'd filter down a bit better if I had it. Ah, fucking shield dash, man. If that guy hadn't had shield dash, I think I'd just win the previous fight automatically. That 4-second charge was... I don't know, maybe I wouldn't have. It would come down to freeze RNG, probably. Forja on Waterwheel, probably. Or is it Forja on Figurehead? It's always Forja. Let's just click that now before I misclick onto something else. I genuinely think my strongest build right now is just barely with pufferfish. I'm going to upgrade the water wheel, get its cooldown lower.
Ooh, the keener the blade, the quicker the fight.
Grandmaster, hard to argue with. It's just poison, but all poison is good. I'm a toxic build. Well, that's probably not it, so I guess I'm upgrading the pufferfish. We have gotten plus 26 damage on the Zorkin, which is fairly funny. Anyway, I'll take the loot item. Sell the gland, no reason to sell anything else. 3-win pig at death's door. They could be transitioning to broken late game things though, so let's wait to see what they're doing before we get confident. Matchbox still? Wait, what? It's a fiery matchbox. They presumably did not start with it and started with one of these skills. I think I beat fiery matchbox. Their board doesn't look that fast. And the freeze will help make it even slower, but I have no defenses, like, at all. No, we're fine. We get them. I'm gonna be honest. I think maybe Icy Waterwheel's not that broken. Maybe it was more broken in a past iteration, or maybe I'm just misremembering Icy Shipwreck. But honestly, it's probably been the best thing I could do, but it's more spicy as hell and looks broken than actually is broken. We're going Nautica. If we get to see Shipwreck, we're actually insane. Diving helmet is something I've thought about every time I said that the weather glass is not aquatic. 20% cooldown on the weather glass cannot possibly be worth losing a multicast and the catfish. That's gotta be wrong. If I get Shipwreck, space gets even tighter, it's always gonna be cutting the weather glass. So we roll. Those aren't helpful. Hey, it's the depth charge that I was looking for like literally forever ago. I bravely got hyped for depth charge because like the freeze helps to full lock out with this. But then I remembered that this is 3 item slots and that's not aquatic, and the depth charge actually isn't even good in my build. No Shipwreck again. Sad times. JJ, you want to sell a Shipwreck or something? There are other upgrades you can offer. Diamond the Boulder. I do haste it. It's kind of all I do. Sorry, I don't think that's it. I think I can win without just hoping. I don't need Yeti Crab for freeze. The adjacent poison scaling can be quite good. I just don't think it does anything, really. Like, +3 poison's not a big deal over whatever it's costing me. If I were to get Shipwreck, I have to drop this and probably the Clamra. No, this is working. And then probably Pearls come in to help speed up the Waterwheel. That would be it. Yeah, it would be Waterwheel, Pearl on either side for 5 slots, 7 with Pufferfish, and then the other 3 would be the Shipwreck. So this never goes in any build I'm running. For all street champions not going to beat me, I can beat him. His skills and everything he has are basically useless to me. Trash Titan giving me Juggler is not useless though. It's minor, but so is 1 experience, and I level up today either way. So I'm gonna go Trash Titan. Oh, wait a second. When I get Shipwreck, hypothetically, my board is Waterwheel, Double Pearl, Pufferfish. That's my 7 items. Then I'm never using Figurehead in any board configuration. So I guess I can sell that. I was thinking about my level 13 upgrade. I was like, oh yeah, it's obviously gonna be Figurehead. But actually, I don't do that, do I?
See that plank? Walk it.
Did not know I had a Piggle. Guess that's also why I didn't fish anything up today. Don't see a reason to go Curio. We just go Nufu here, see what we hit. I can take +3 poison, which is really +6 poison. Frankly, I don't think it matters a lot. I'm gonna roll this. There are way more impactful skills to hit. I mean, theoretically, there are way more impactful skills to hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down the line, I could get 5% whole crit chance. Right? Cool, I'll be on my way. Sorry for rolling, I guess. Take 2 XP. And now we have to level up, which is like kind of awkward because what am I doing with it? I can upgrade this for a little bit of poison and burn. I think 1 burn, 4 poison because it's toxic. I can upgrade this, which is a lot of cooldown reduction, but again, it's not better than the toxic weather glass I'm built around right now. If I get a Shipwreck, it just has to not be used either, so I think that's just gold tier skills. Not happy about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tiny Dancer doesn't work. I don't slow. Wait, no, I slow 2 at starts. Then it charges some items a little bit. It's not very good. haste 3 items when I use the water wheel, not a big deal. Don't have a vehicle. Don't have weapons. I guess I'm taking Captain Charge to slightly more quickly charge the pufferfish at the start. It's not very good. Alright, it is an 8-win Dooley, doing a little bit better than I am. Still feeling pretty good about the build though. It's just a shitload of poison, even for day 10. For day 12, we need to find something more. We're starting to fall off around day 12, but we can still very definitely take this to 10 wins. Is that combat core? Okay, we win. You don't play combat core, that doesn't work. Is there something here to scale the core that I'm not seeing? Oh, you have a ton of haste. You have double GPU with motherboard. That's spicy. That's very spicy. It doesn't actually do anything. Even with weaponized core, combat core, hasted double GPU and a motherboard, the damage scaling just did nothing. Oh, it's so sad. Combat core, what did they do to you? I used to love that card. It just doesn't really seem to work right now. Yeah, I'll just take temp health here. Those options are all absolutely terrible. Nautica, shipwreck. Let's go to the final build. Wrong ship, wreck it first. Come on, get it together. Oh, that's a shame.
You don't want the whirly thing? Or the clanger?
Yeah, we should kill Awakened District. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like... Yeah, it goes off in 13 seconds. It won't one-shot me and then we'll kill it before it goes off a second time. Easy peasy. Oh, also, the water wheel is just kind of fast. It's not like full uptime freezing. Oh, I should have fought... Instead of going for Juggler, I should have gone for Snowflake, right, yeah. It just didn't process in my mind that Snowflake affects the icy water wheel now, because it's so weird.
It's over already.
Huh.
We barely got our flags up.
Well, I don't need to hold that anymore. It's been taking up inventory space well after the docks close. But I can't imagine I ever used that. Gonna go diamond skills here. Poison skills have a lot of... Yeah, done. Can't say no to a 5-second freeze. Haste enchants. If I get the haste enchant on the pufferfish, like that's just gotta be what you do, right? I can't think about this too much. I'm just gonna put the haste enchant on the pufferfish. I'm not gonna go to pole because it might give me a shipwreck that is more powerful than the pufferfish. Because that's like, I give up 2 enchants to switch to shipwreck. It can't be right. I'm gonna go aerodrome. I can find good events and I can also just find a store that sells what I want. This should be a 66% chance to level up before the fight.
Does not at the edge of the foundation.
Of course. Don't have a reason to sell it yet, so I guess I won't. Dooley, similar run to me.
But I've seen my share of storms.
I don't really have any defenses. That scares the shit out of me. I am same level as this guy. Double drill charging the soul of the district. Guess I'll just die? Wait, where are your haste effects? Where are your... It's just metronomes. Well, it's still enough. Fucking obviously skill difference. Why didn't I play around my opponent having a ludicrously fast diamond fiber optics double drill build charging the soul of the district? Oh, also, it's a heavy metronome. I was just wrong. I just die instantly. Fucking cool. That'll teach me to have a build with startup time.
There is more to your destiny than gold. But
Gonna random the truffles. We're getting an icy. We're gonna find a shipwreck, and then we're gonna die before any of our items trigger in our next fight. That's the whole plan. That's the script. We're sticking to it. Oh, poison's not bad. Yeah, we take the loot item. Oh wait, because I should have sold something first. Now I don't fish anything up. It's not like I'm gonna fish anything up that matters, but still. Oh, that's quite a good loot item though. I'm just gonna sell this now. I don't like looking at it. It's reminding me of a bad fight. Anyway, I'll go middle. They can upgrade the pufferfish, upgrade the weather glass, upgrade the figurehead. I don't think I ever run the figurehead is the problem.
Try JJ's shop. Real friendly guy.
We just take the fight. I can't get tilted and do anything else. Parting shot's useless, adaptive ordnance is useless, so we're just looking at how much gold we get, really. But it's +2 experience. You can't say no to that. My hopes for winning this run are rapidly dwindling. Because, like, I'm not wildly ahead on experience. I've only got, like, maybe 6,000 health by the end of day 12, which is not that much. I'm going to be vulnerable to all sorts of things.
Waste of gun.
Energy potion is quite good. But, I mean, with an icy water wheel, what's the point? We should kill Void Colossus 100% of the time. No matter what he destroys, I'm left with a valid source of haste, a ton of damage over time scaling. Surely he just dies regardless of RNG, right? Oh, also, we can just freeze his whole board. That part's pretty good, too. And it can get the best possible RNG. I'm not as confident as I was at the start of this fight that RNG didn't matter, but we crushed him, so it's fine.
Was that even a battle?
That does nothing.
Maybe a skirmish.
Gonna keep going gold tier skills. Upgrades just don't really matter.
If they don't come from me, your lessons will
Slow freeze at start of combat. Sign me up.
power, but not all power has.
We go items here. The 5% health's not a big deal. Switching to shipwreck would save the run. Well, that's a shame. 5% health was probably right, but I'm starting to get very stressed that I'm going to die, and I don't think 5% health will make the difference. All right, Kita, last chance for shipwreck. Maybe. I could be dead. Now I have to think about Diamond Figurehead potentially affecting what the best build is. I mean, it's still this, right? Like, the startup time sucks so much. Like, I can do this. Drop the Zorkid. Energy potion doesn't really matter. I can do this to put double pearls beside the water wheel and re-enchant the pufferfish to toxic right now. 30% cooldown speed's a lot. The camera goes off instantly, freezes and slows. 3.1 on the pearls. When the pearls go off 3 seconds in, we freeze something. Everything gets hasted. The pufferfish haste, that's going to haste the water wheel every time. Haste should just be proliferating at that point. Each pearl is going to trigger after the water wheel, the other pearl, and the pufferfish all finish going through. That should be infinite. This is the build. This is the play. Right, we don't have the haste here though. Does that matter? We get 1, 2, 3, 4 haste. That triggers the pufferfish more than enough. The pufferfish goes off, both pearls go off, we're good. Do it. This is the play, this is the build, this is the hope. You got me far, Toxic Weather Glass, but that's the end of you. And maybe if I had made this change yesterday, I don't know if that was even possible, I think it was, we'd still be going strong. 74 poison pufferfish, icy water wheel, instant and infinite after 3 seconds. So, give me 3 seconds, please?
Go ahead.
Oh, we actually do haste the water wheel because I have the large item haste trigger. So it will be hasted at least for a little bit. It's a crook build with a restorative at Lado. It's not the infinite kind. Not that much health, not that much damage, not that much crit. I think we're fucking great. I don't think it's even close. Now it's a little bit of a slow infinite, unfortunately, with the 3.1 second pearls. It looks like maybe something's a little bit wrong in my math. Oh, they're waiting for the internal cooldown on charging the water wheel. That's what's jamming it up, I think. Oh no, because they need to wait on the internal cooldown on themselves anyway. It's 0.6. Yeah, it's just every 0.6 seconds they go off. Yeah, it's just a slow infinite because you have to wait for the internal cooldown on the charge mechanics. It's not bad though. Not bad at all. 74 poison pufferfish doing work. Probably should have clicked recap. I might be dead tomorrow. Might not get another chance to see what my build does uninterrupted. Man, do I even want to find a shipwreck? Like if I found shipwreck, what do I do? Like cutting Clamra Pearl is not a problem, but the third item slot's a fucking issue. A shipwreck build's just slower, isn't it? I'm gonna stop looking for shipwreck. Now that this is at diamond, maybe I should never have been looking for shipwreck after I got the second pearl. What do I do on this hour then? Is there really no way to use shipwreck with the diamonds? If the build were fast enough, you could just run the catfish, but it scales so slowly. You're looking at 3 poison silver catfish against 74 poison pufferfish. That's insanity. Okay. I fucking hate this, but okay. I'm gonna go get premium chocolate bars instead of looking for the shipwreck, because I've come to realize that shipwreck is actually bait. I need my build like this. My build's unlocked. The only upgrades I can find are to this clamra, really. Because yeah, that's infinite. It's every 0.6 seconds we trigger the entire board, basically. It's not great shielding, but it is incredible freezing and poison. It's just that poison is mechanically slow, and that last guy had 11,000 health. That's why it felt like the build was kind of weak.
As spineless as
We've got a real shot here. Poison skills are not great when I already have diamond, poison, or freeze, and all of the plus poison skills. I do not have haste freeze, so I think I will go to Bjorn.
Everyone's already so slow, but sure, let's make it worse.
Crit scaling. Well, my start is 2. I think if I freeze them 50 times, I'm probably winning. So I'll try again there. Hey, there it is, haste freeze.
I find out you've been slowing the Tower District traffic.
Tip boost health to maximize the chance I don't get one shot. There's no space on my board for anything anyway. Okay, so I have 120 gold. None of this ever hits my board. The run is over. Literally no chance I ever play any of these. I can go to Nautica, right? And she could sell me maybe an upgrade on the clamra. I'm gonna go to Aerodrome and roll until I am out of money looking for literally any enchant or an event that has some weird edge case use. Second temp health. I'll take it. All right, it is a 7-win pig. He's been winning very late, but that could mean he's like a 1-item fixer-upper build, and very quickly that would lock him out with freezes. So let's see what he is. He's only got a couple items that actually do stuff by the look of it. It's a pig's gem build. The spices are scary as hell. Oh my god, all the freezes are a thing of beauty. He's only got 6,000 health. We win this. He's just locked out. Like, he's not permanently locked out. Our start of fight freezes wear off, but he won't be able to do enough by the time he's actually activating items. Not that he ever really is, apparently. Did he use the yo-yo once? Was that his only item activation? Oh, that recap looks like a thing of beauty. Let me see that. He used the bird 3 times, the yo-yo 3 times. Just didn't notice it, apparently. Oh my god. I have no idea. Oh, I do know what value it is. I'm glad that shit didn't go off. That's a pretty big gem. That's 918 damage. Glad you didn't get to do that. Yeah, it's just, now that I have the figurehead at diamond, maybe the whole time, like, I didn't realize how important it was to just go off instantly, because like I wasn't expecting Duty to instantly kill me. I don't know if I'd ever have won that even with this setup. But after that fight especially, I'm like very appreciative that 30% faster might be better than twice as much. Like, the ship is so much better once it gets going, because either way, you're gonna be infinite and you're gonna be waiting on charges. But with the ship, you're doing it twice every 0.6 seconds as opposed to once every 0.6 seconds. I guess with the ship, it's gonna be every 0.8. So it's actually not as much better as I would think it would be. Yeah, I should have realized the ship was made earlier. This is really important just for going off faster, getting under people, making sure this gem never fucking goes off. But yeah, this build is just a build where I found defenses with disruption. I got really lucky on Icy Waterwheel, and then I found some more freezes. I got on Poison Freeze, on Haste Freeze, on Start of Combat Slow with Clamra Freeze, and enough raw poison from all of these skills with the Toxic Pufferfish to convert it to a win. There are a lot of builds that could have killed me, but I got lucky and got through, and I'm happy with that.
All of this is just training. Our real fight is on Pelago.
I would like to thank Icy Waterwheel for the clear direction and hard carry. Without Pearl, this is a very different run. Also, very aesthetically arranged skills down here. The run knows what it's about. Just all 4 poison skills back to back. Very random dog skill at 41. That didn't really come through. I would also like to thank Fishing Rod for giving me the second Pearl and letting me win the run. That part was pretty fucking important. just on the whole, pretty interesting run. Very, very strong centerpiece here with the Waterwheel. I wish that it had been a little bit more effective. Not the Waterwheel specifically, just the run in general. I feel like mistakes were made and pilot decisions were suboptimal somewhere. I don't know. I'm really criticizing this 10-win run a lot, but I feel like, especially my day one where I skipped Kina first hour, that has to have been wrong. I can't wait to look back at this in editing, because I feel like there's a lot of little improvements to be made in runs like this, and I don't quite know. Especially when I spent so much of the run searching for a shipwreck that precludes me from running a figurehead, when getting off the ground this fast is so important, you know? Anyways, it's really just the Icy Waterwheel Toxic Pufferfish show. We have the skills to back up that claim. Just so much so much freeze, so much poison. And sure, an infinite combo that triggers every 0.6 seconds is slow in a world of power drill builds that go off every 0.2 seconds and instantly charge the soul of the district. But hey, it's pretty damn good compared to most things, so I'm happy with the build. I hope you enjoyed seeing it come together. Anyways, that'll be all for now. Thank you for your time. If you made it this far, then please do like and subscribe on your way out. I really do appreciate it. It really does help the channel grow, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.